Leon opened his eyes. The bright white light from the lab ceiling was blinding. His head felt dizzy, and his body felt numb, as if he had just been born. But something felt strange. He knew he had been alive before. There was a picture in his mind. He saw himself walking on the icy surface of Niflheim, the howling storm in his ears, on a mission. Then a fall, the cold, darkness. Now, he was here again, lying on a cold metal table, with tubes connected to his arms and head. He tried to move, but his body still didn't respond. He heard footsteps approaching. A man in a white lab coat stood over him, a faint smile on his face. He spoke, "Welcome to the Regressors program, Leon 17." Leon frowned. 17? Does that mean I was dead before? The man nodded. Exactly. But that's not important. You're here now, completely healthy, with all your memories intact. We've rebuilt you, just like always. Leon tried to speak, but his throat was dry. How many times has this happened to me? The man kept smiling. You're a regressor, Leon. Every time you die, a new version of you is created. Your mission never ends. Leon didn't respond. He tried to accept the truth, but something inside him felt off. The icy planet and the endless mission. Niflheim was a harsh, deadly world. An icy planet where no human could survive. Only people like Leon, the regressors, could last there. Every time one of them died, their body was rebuilt and their mission continued. Leon's task was clear: scout for resources, build bases, send data back to Earth. It wasn't hard, but it was dangerous. Storms, deadly creatures lurking in the dark, air that would burn your lungs in minutes. But what bothered Leon most wasn't the mission. It was the nightmares he kept having. Every night, he saw the same images. A dark room, voices calling his name, faces that seemed familiar, but he couldn't recall them. He felt like something was missing, or worse, something was hidden from him. One night, he couldn't take it anymore. He snuck into the central computer of the base and began searching through the files on the regressors. He found his name, Leon 1 to Leon 16. All the previous versions of him were supposed to be dead. But one thing stood out. Leon 12's file was never closed. If he had died, why was his file still active? The truth he wasn't supposed to know. Leon couldn't ignore it. That night, while everyone else was asleep, he left the base. He trudged through the icy storms and headed toward an area marked on the map as Forbidden Zone. After hours of walking, he found a hidden shelter. A dim light flickered from within. His heart raced. He opened the door and stepped inside. And there, he saw something he couldn't believe. 16 men were standing there. They all looked like him. Same height, same face, same voice. Leon 12 stepped forward. He spoke calmly. You finally came. Leon 17 stepped back. How is this possible? You shouldn't be alive. Leon 10 chuckled. We escaped. We realized we were just tools, people who die and are reborn without knowing why. Leon 12 said, we are not just machines to be made and killed. We are human. We are alive. But those who created us want us to forget that. We escaped the cycle of death and rebirth. And now, we fight for our freedom. A choice that changed everything. Leon 17 held his breath. The truth was right in front of him. He had to choose to go back and continue the mission, or join his previous versions and fight for freedom. He looked at Leon 12's outstretched hand. He knew this wasn't a simple decision. This was a fight for survival.